Hello and welcome to Talking with the Diaries.
Hey, I'm Mark.
And I'm Maya.
Hey.
So today,
Yeah.
I have a question for you.
Right, okay.
Are you ready for a question?
I am now.
Are you sure?
No,
100%.
not really. I was.
So do you remember our time at Kylie's?
Yes,
Yeah.
of course, yes.
And where everything, all the things were going down and we were like, what are we gonna do with our life?
Kind of. The context. People need context.
We
I
had
know
a lot
context.
of that kind of, what are we gonna do? And I was sitting on the bed.
I'm as mystified as you are, by the way, right
Yeah,
now.
yeah, I'm telling the story, so.
Carly's someone we lived with for a time in London.
Yeah.
Before, okay, fine.
Before moving to Ireland.
Before moving to Ireland.
Everything. So, at Kylie's, I was sitting at the bed. I was wondering, where could we go? Where could we live? What should we do with our lives? And I was just like, hey, Mark.
Yeah.
How about we just drop everything,
Yeah.
buy a van, tour the world and write songs?
Yeah.
Do you remember that?
Yeah, and that was my reaction at the time. Yeah, let's do that. Yeah, it's fine. Should we go to the shop? Yeah, what do you want? Milk? And oranges? Yeah, it's fine. It's tour the world and buy a van, tour the world. Yeah, sounds great. Yeah, let's do that.
I kind of think the significance with that story is I had no idea that you could write songs at the time.
Also true, and we didn't have a single song at the time either.
We didn't have a single song.
We
weren't at the level where we could play guitar and sing at all. We never even tried that.
We hadn't.
We just jammed a bit with bass with each other.
And we'd known each other for about 4 weeks.
In total, yeah.
5, give or take. Yeah.
That kind of crazy thing.
Yeah, that's how it's done.
Can you talk about it?
It felt bizarrely natural. It really was like, yeah, let's do that. It was kind of, let's do that. I knew I could write songs. We hadn't written any songs, but we were talking about playing. We felt really good kind of playing together.
Yeah.
We felt like we'd mess about with bass and stuff, and there was a chemistry there. I was like, well, if you just take off and write and try and write stuff, you're gonna write stuff.
Yeah.
And at the time, it was kind of, things were falling apart in this house we were living in. We had to move out. We couldn't stay in England because
visa
stuff
and Brexit.
Because Brexit, the whole visa stuff. So we couldn't stay in England. Well, Maya couldn't stay in England, and it was a whole thing. Like, I couldn't go to Europe with Maya and in Europe. So we're thinking, is there anywhere else in the world we can go and just?
And at that time, the idea was kind of like we could be for half a year in UK in a van, and then during the other half of the year we could be in Europe in a van, because you can be like as a UK citizen in Europe for 180 days a year, and the same as a EU citizen in UK.
Yeah.
So if you do it like that, it's literally just 5 days a year we wouldn't be able to be in the same country, and that's doable.
but anyway, the whole basic, it was just the basic concept of what we're gonna do. Let's just write songs and just be international and try and do something with this and go touring, and that's gonna be our life.
Yeah.
And we kind of mentioned that very, very early on.
I kind of think about that at times, like, how in the world did I think that was a good thing to ask?
I've never asked you this. Yeah. What made you ask that? Or was it just like, what made you ask that?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't have an answer to
it
that.
just came out. We're like, what can we do? What's we doing? Mark, should we just get write songs, get a van, and tour the world?
I didn't even know that you could write songs, that we could write songs. I didn't even know that was a thing. I didn't have any strong will, or that wasn't my biggest dream or anything. It was just that felt like a realistic thing to do that wasn't it's weird just thinking about that time, and that felt like a good thing to do.
So it's like, let's just have a freedom.
Yeah.
Let's just have a freedom. We can live anywhere in the world, and what we'll do with that is write songs and perform and stuff like that. That was just the.
I love that was a thing. That's absolutely brilliant. That we just yep, both of us just.
It was like yeah.
Of course,
That's and from then it was like we're gonna do that. Now that's not quite what ended up happening yet. Yeah, but
pretty close enough.
Pretty close enough.
Yeah.
I mean,
now looking with the answers in hand, pretty close enough.
So what have we done? We from that period, from that kind of, and I should say within that. Okay, so we met in February. You said that in March, and then this is 2021. So we met in February. You said that in March, and then we moved to Ireland in May.
Sounds about right.
Yeah.
What was it, around 20th of May we arrived to Ireland?
13th.
13th.
Everything happened on the 13th. If you remember.
Yeah, gosh.
There's a few stories. There's 3 big things, and they all happened. I mean, 3 kind of disasters.
Yeah.
And they all happened on the 13th of a month.
That's incredible, isn't it?
13th of April. No, it must have been 13th of March, 13th of April, 13th of May.
Yeah.
It was.
The 14th of May was amazing.
The 14th of May was amazing. That was the day we actually arrived in Ireland, having experienced the 13th of May the day before, which we will cover. Yeah. We'll cover that in another one of these conversations.
Yeah.
We will get there. So. Yeah. You said that, but so what? After that, what did we do? We moved to Ireland in terms of the whole kind of tour in the band.
What did we do? You quit your job quite immediately after that.
That happened
because I mean we can't tour the world and write music if you're stuck at a bar.
We can't. That's quite tricky.
Possible.
Yeah.
What else did we do? We moved, and then we moved again, and then we started writing songs.
Yeah, we did.
We did European tours.
We did.
We moved to London.
We did.
And we played over 100
gigs. And we have slept in the car at times.
Yes.
We have used car as sleeping.
Yeah, on more than one occasion.
On more than one occasion. So we haven't quite got the band, but we've done a lot of that kind of stuff.
The car was an amazing thing to have in our adventures.
The car was an amazing experience. The first car was what? That was that big kind of. What was it? It was a Mazda Sport.
Yeah.
It's almost like a family car. It's almost like a van. The first time we were ever in it was our friend. We took a lift, and the guy our friend Chris, who we ended up buying it from. Before we go, we got to tell the story today how we got that car.
Yeah.
So, and the first time we got it, it's in the book that we're writing. We got I described it then as almost like a semi van. Yeah. And when we got it, we're like, we can sleep in this thing. It's totally a massive thing at the back. But the car.
We never did.
We never did. But we did sleep in the tiny Ford Yaris. Toyota Yaris.
Toyota Yaris, yeah, it's like half size of that previous one. Like the interior couldn't even be straight.
So
Yeah.
how did so finally for today? How did we end up with the Mazda thing?
No, not for today.
Not for today.
No.
I started it now.
You sure?
Yeah.
Okay. Started.
Yeah, otherwise we timed ourselves into that's what we have to speak about next time. And people might not find that video or want to find that video or whatever. So.
Okay, so how did we get the Mazda?
Oh.
Because I was asleep at the time.
Right. Okay, it was 6 o'clock in the morning. It was 6 o'clock in the morning.
Which is a very decent time to be asleep.
Yeah.
It's totally normal to be asleep at 6 o'clock in the morning.
Not only is it 6 o'clock in the morning, it was 6 o'clock on the Monday morning, and we were. Maya was messing about with the service camera was on with her feet. It was wobbling about a bit.
Okay, sorry.
I just wrote straight go. So yeah, we were planning to move to Ireland on the Wednesday actually, maybe, and on the Monday we still had no car, no ferry ticket, and no house in Ireland. Well, I got two priorities, but the car. So I'm up in the Monday morning at 6 o'clock in the morning, and our housemate Chris comes down because we were living with Chris then by then, not Kylie and other people. Anyway. If you watch enough of these videos, or buy the book when that comes out, all this will get pieced together, we promise.
Yeah.
So it's at 9 o'clock, it's 6 o'clock in the morning, and Chris comes down, and he goes, oh Mark, what are you doing up so early? And I said, oh, I'm looking through cars you might want to buy. And he said, you want to buy a car? Yeah. I want to sell my car. And he said, you want it? And he actually asked me what our budget was. And I told him. And he said, we can do that. That's fine. We're working. And he gave me the keys there and then. I know there was negotiating stuff, but it was like that. It's like it was within the budget. We negotiated. It worked, and it worked out great for everyone. But yeah, I literally went upstairs and
yeah, I do remember.
Michael
that.
keys and say rattle.
I just woke up and it was those keys, and I'm like, what? How this happen?
This is the keys to the car we're getting.
It made no sense to me whatsoever, but it was the perfect car. We needed a quite big one to do the move as well. So
yes,
yeah, that was really cool. Okay,
and we call that for today.
Yeah, we are. Thank you, and I'll see you next time.